Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel, and to this video where we are going to try out the Naughty palette by BH Cosmetics. This is the holiday palette by BH Cosmetics. I just got this in the mail on Friday and now it's Monday, so we are going to try this out and we're going to see what I think. This is too big to be my taste, but I've been so into BH Cosmetics lately, so we need to try this palette out. We need to see if this is the same great quality as the other recent BH Cosmetics palettes. And if you haven't been here before, my name is Angie. Hello, I am a lover of fashion and makeup, especially colorful, so we are gonna do some colorful, maybe a bit more festive inspired looks today. So if you want to get some inspiration for what to wear during these festive seasons, or if you just want to see some more color on your timeline, this is the place to be. I do upload a lot of videos, and I would love to see you in my next one as well. Okay, so this is what the palette looks like. It is really big. I bought it at BH Cosmetics Germany. If you're in Europe, you can buy it from BH Cosmetics Germany or at Beauty Bay. I will link both of the places and save some money. It's also available at BH Cosmetics US, and it's also available at Ulta. I will link all of the places down below. This palette has the naughty front. It's very festive themed, and here are the shades on the inside. The reason why I wanted to get this one is because it is hopefully the same beautiful BH Cosmetics formula as the other palettes that I've tried recently from them, and also I'm really hoping that these colorful mattes are going to be beautiful on the eyes. That is my hope. And maybe if I put it a bit like this, you can really like see the colors, because this reflective thing is really throwing off the colors. But you can see here the colors that are in this palette. It is a really beautiful palette, and some of these shades are just wonderful. I'll save the swatching towards the end so we can really make this the first impression. I'm gonna do two looks. I'm gonna do two looks 2 days in a row. You're gonna see them just right after. So we're gonna do two looks and we're gonna see whether or not this palette is the same great quality as the other, I'm not naked, I promise, the other BH Cosmetics palettes has been lately. So let's zoom in and we can start. I am so excited. So excited. I'm so happy this is finally in Europe. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in this look, I'm gonna do something red, but instead of doing like red and green, is this in focus? I hope this is. Instead of doing just red and green, I'm gonna do these two reds, and then I'm gonna use these, like, what am I here? These three purples. These two purples together. So I'm gonna do something red and purple, and then I'm gonna do an all green look as my second look, just to show you like how you can make a more of a festive, like holiday look without being like, if you don't want to do red and green, this is an option. So we are gonna start out. This is the Blending E25 by Sigma, and I'm taking Rudolph, which is that bright lighter orangey red, and that picked up like a dream, and we are putting that, am I in focus? I think I am. We're putting that all over. If you're wondering about my other face products, I will link those as well down below. Wow. 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 Okay, I'm just gonna blend this edge out a bit, and then we can go in with the darker red. But this is very impressive. I thought I was filming, but apparently I wasn't. This is me deepening up this look with this candy cane. This one right here. So this was the first one we used, and this is the second one. And you see the difference when I've deepened up the look with the candy cane. What difference it does to just deepen up the look. I need to make sure that I'm actually filming this time. I can't believe I wasn't filming. That's very unlike me. I can't even remember the last time that I like thought I was filming and I wasn't. I thought I was like turning off the camera, and then all of a sudden I realized that I was turning on the camera. That wasn't good now, was it? I think I am gonna do a little bit of the Meringue, which is the like bone colored shade, and I'm just gonna highlight a bit up here so it doesn't appear like I have shadow all the way up to my eyebrows, because I don't want to have like red all the way up. So I'm just doing a little bit here, and this Meringue is just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, as you can see. And now I'm taking a small brush. This is from the Nabla the Nude set, and I'm gonna use this one that's called Nutcracker. It's like a very plummy brown. I'm sorry again for the background noise. They are not done with the house next to me. They're building a house next to me. This seems like a very plummy brown, and we are gonna deepen this look up slowly but surely. I'm not taking in too much, and this is a very small and like dainty little blending brush. I'm just gonna deepen this look up with this Nutcracker to get a little bit of darkness and to get that plum tone in here. Because I don't want this to be like just red. For me, I want some dimension to make it look more 3D and not just a one color crease. So I'm just gonna add some here and add some in the crease. You can see already that it makes a difference on like how this looks more dimensional than that one. And I'm slowly but surely just gonna build this up. And then I'm in between, I'm taking the brush that I used for the red and I'm blending on the edge so we don't take the darkness up too high. But just enough to make this a bit dimensional. Again, building, blending, building, blending. Okay, so this is extremely dramatic. I don't know what to say. I like when things are dark. I like when things are dramatic. It's just the makeup that I prefer. Don't come for me. It's what I like. Okay? It's okay if you don't like dramatic. You can be inspired by the same color scheme without using the exact same amount of drama that I did. I'm gonna use this one. It's called Candied Fruits. It is a duochrome. I think you can see a bit here. Yeah, it's a duochrome. It's like a plum to a lavender. So I'm gonna use that, and it is a bit, I can see that it's one of those slightly more flaky metallics that usually go on better either with your finger, without a cat hair, and or spraying it. And since I have nails, I can't do my fingers because I'm gonna poke something out. Like literally, I'm gonna poke something out. So instead I am doing the spray technique. Oh yes! Oh, I love that. Oh my god, I'm getting demonetized. Sexually explicit content. But oh, wowza. I love that. I think I'm gonna put something, maybe the spiked cider out here to blend it a bit, because I think that that's gonna help. But I'm putting this all over the lid and just saving a little bit at the end. Wow, that is pretty. Oh. Oh wow, I love that. I have a little bit of fallout, but actually not that bad. Oh my god, that is so pretty. I'm using this one. The one at the bottom, the one that's called Spiked Cider. It's like a burgundy metallic. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that out here to make these blend. That is a stunning color as well. Wow, I'm so sorry about the background noise. I wish that they could just be done with this house, but apparently that's not the life we're living. Yeah, that really goes together. So I'm just putting a bit of that here at the outside. And I'm just blending this a bit, and then I'm taking that little teensy-weensy brush and I'm using some more of the Nutcracker, which is that dark shadow, and I'm just gonna deepen this up again and make this all seem smooth. Smoothish. I never do perfection. I do good enough. That's the level of perfection I do. I want to do the lower lash line. Can I do that straight away? Of course I can. I'm deciding here because I want to use this lavender color. I love the name of this. It is called Ho Ho No. Pun intended and pun very fun. So I am actually going to use this on my lower lash line, and I'm going to use a bit of Candied Fruit as well. That is really cute. And now I'm taking a bit of the Nutcracker, which is that dark color that we have here, and I'm just gonna deepen up the outer part a bit to make these tie together. And now I'm taking Candied Fruit, which is the metallic, again, a cat hair. I can't believe they're everywhere. And I'm spraying this to make it, you hear my dog drinking in the background, to make it a bit foiled. And I'm putting it here on the inner part of the lower lash line to really tie in, but just making the lower lash line a bit more purple. Oh my god, he's really going in. There is a lot of noise in the background, but I'm using a bit of Snow Day, the white metallic here in the corner. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that on the pencil brush to just have in the absolute inner corners. Just a little bit. Can you see anything, or am I just like that? Now I have all the colors down. I'm gonna blend this edge a little more. I'm gonna finish up the other eye. And wow, I love the dramaticness of this. Okay, so I have mascara and liner on. I used a bit of the Shockwave LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner. This one is in Vivid. This is not as good as the other neon liners. I'm just letting you know, this is not the same quality as the other ones. I am actually gonna use a red because I want this to be a bit festive. I'm gonna use the Even Lip Pencil in Hecla Barn Red from We Makeup. This is number 41. And it's a bit of a darker red, as you can see. And then I'm gonna put on the Nabla. These are called the Dreamy Creamy Lip Creams in Vicious. And it's like a shiny red. I love mixing reds and pinks and purples, so I think that this is really cool. But obviously, you can make it less festive or less dramatic and just use a nude, let's be honest. I just really wanted to use a red with this. And I didn't want to use a pink, I wanted to use a red. I'm also gonna put on some lashes. I'm gonna put on the Sweed lashes. I have them out with glue right now. It is Sweed and Sekelius Flawless Lashes. These are limited edition. Unfortunately, they are discontinued. But I'm just gonna put on some really dramatic with this dramatic look. Okay, so the look is finished. It's obviously very dramatic. I love a good dramatic makeup look, so this is very dramatic. I feel like very Jerry Hall. If I had some like blush draping on right now, this would have been a very Jerry Hall makeup look. But I love it though. I think this is so dramatic and so fun. And I will say, oh my god, I'm just tearing everything apart. I will say, if you don't want it to be this dramatic, but you still want to do these kind of colors, I started with this one that was called Rudolph. If you were to start with like Secret Santa or Mold or something a bit more toned down as your first look in the crease, this would have taken a whole different like turn and it wouldn't have been this berry and red in the crease. I'm just giving you a tip on how to tone down this look. Just don't start with the red straight away if you want to keep it a bit more toned down. But I love it. I feel like it's super dramatic and super fun and I love it so much. I am going to be wearing this all through the day and tomorrow I'll come back and I'll do another look. Well, it's going to be in 2 seconds for you. So, new look coming now. Okay, I am doing the second look. I'm wearing the Proper Beauty Victress on my lips. I wanted something nude for today. I'm gonna use balsam and mistletoe because I want to do something like olivey green. I think I'm gonna use this one, Secret Santa, which is that typical Caucasian booty guru transition shade. I don't usually go for shades like that, but today is the day. But I think because I don't want this, I'm gonna use this brush. This is a Luxe 702 tapered blending. Because I don't want this look to be yellow and because I don't want this look to be too like warm, I'm gonna use this as a transition shade before the green. So we have something to blend the green in too that is just not too warm or too dark. And a taupey beige like this could be perfect for that. Or not even a taupe, it's more like a neutral, very like milk chocolate, a light milk chocolate neutral. I think that's gonna be perfect to blend the green into because it, like I said, I don't want it to be a warm look. And if you're wondering about any of the other products that I have on my face, I will link them down below, so don't you worry. Now I'm taking the Refer 14, which is probably my favorite eyeshadow brush ever. And I'm taking the shade Balsam, which is that like olivey green. And now I'm gonna build that into the crease because I want this to be the prominent shade in the crease. So I'm gonna build this and I'm gonna blend it into this light brown. And to be fair, all of this is just so I have something to blend that metallic mistletoe into. Because I think that that is actually the main shadow of this look. Do you hear my dog sighing in the background? He's sleeping by my feet. Apparently he didn't want to be alone today. So now we're just gonna make this as blended as possible. And what I usually do, and what I always do, is that I go between the brushes. So now I'm taking that brush that I use for the beige, and I'm blending the edge. And then I'm coming back to the brush with the green, and I'm blending the edge. That is how I usually do it. And remember, we're not trying to make perfect, we're just trying to make good enough. I will say this green is not blending as good as the other mattes that I'm used to, but it is a cool tone green, and those can be a bit tricky, but I'm just letting you know it's not as good as the other ones. I'm gonna use this mistletoe, which is the olive metallic, and we're putting that all over. I'm probably gonna pick something dark, maybe like the dark brown or even the black, just to deepen up the outer V just a little bit. But I'm using this. That is such a stunning shade. Wow, I love that. I used too much. You can see I get some fallout. I always do that. I pack my brush with just too much. And then what I do is that I take my brush and I clean it off. You can clean it off on some paper, just keep it dry. And then I take the shimmer and I gently just drag it in here so that we can have it blended. Because I think that this makes the most seamless blend between... Am I in focus? Between a matte and a shimmer. Ooh, and when I do that, you get even more fallout. But I think that that is really, really pretty. I love that. I'm gonna use the pencil brush and I'm gonna take Very Merry, which is that like lighter green, and I'm also gonna spray that, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corners, and I'm gonna wrap it around a little bit. Ooh, that is gonna be so pretty. That is like a light green shimmer. Ooh, it's not as chunky as the other one. This is smoother. Ooh, but I like that. And I just blend it into the other shadow. Oh yeah, that is pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this Lasting Precision Automatic Eyeliner and Kohl from Kiko Milano in 11. It's like a cool tone green, and I'm gonna use that on my lid just to define my upper lash line, and I'm also going to use this in my waterline. It's not making like that much of a difference, but it's bringing a little green, and it's bringing something to ground the look around the lashes. So let me do some mascara as well, and we can put some lashes on to end it. Okay, this is the look right now. I really, really like it. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this hot cocoa. It is like a cool tone brown. I'm just gonna use this on a teensy weensy blending brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit here in the outer corner just to have some kind of deepness. Just a little bit. It just added a little something, nothing extreme, nothing intense, just a little. I'm gonna put some lashes on. I think I'm gonna use these. I love these so much. I mentioned these Carla lashes by Sosu by Susanne Jackson as my second favorite thing that I actually bought last month. So we're gonna put these on, and that's gonna be the finished look. Oh, and we can swatch the palette as well. Now I have some initial thoughts, and we can just swatch it all out. Okay, so the look is done, and I really like it. I love how this is looking. It's like a cool toned olive. Even though the matte olive was not as easy to work with as the other shadows, I still love the end result, and I really love how this is looking. And I also love that I didn't do it as dramatic as the first one. And I feel like I feel like an olive green could be something to go for this Christmas if you want to do something green and festive, but don't want to go like too obvious to Santa Claus. So I'm gonna put up some swatches of this palette and just a close-up of how this looks, and I'm impressed. I feel like one of the biggest surprises of 2020 has been BH Cosmetics. I will say I haven't tried that many palettes. I've tried quite a few. I've tried 1, 2, 3, 7 palettes. I feel like 7 palettes is quite a lot to try from a brand in just a couple of months. And this is how I will say it. The pan sizes that are square like this, that is the ones that I recommend, plus the ice cream shop palettes. So I have seen reviews of the newer, of the small round pans, because they also had a nice palette in this collection. I've heard that that is not the same great quality. That is the old BH Cosmetics quality. That is okay and not great like these more square or like rectangular-ish pans are. But if you see a palette from BH Cosmetics that have like rectangular pans like this, I do recommend that. I feel like all the palettes I've tried so far with those pan sizes or like pan-ish things have been good eyeshadow, so I do recommend that a lot. And also the ice cream shop palettes, of course, if you see them. I am so intrigued to see what BH Cosmetics comes with in 2021. I feel like I've been very, very impressed. I will try and do another look for Instagram with this one. I'm just really impressed. I do have a playlist with BH Cosmetics that only has the videos that I do with BH Cosmetics. So far it isn't that many videos, but I'm sure that I will fill it up with more videos in the future. I try to make playlists with every brand that I do a lot of videos with. If you are missing a brand and a playlist, do let me know. I'm also wearing my merch. This is the Beauty Loving Unicorn. I do have other prints as well, and that is always linked in the description box if you're interested. I do have new merch coming soon. And I will let you know as soon as that is arriving as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.